Let's try another one. But we have sine of theta over 1 minus cotangent of theta minus cosine of theta over tangent of theta minus 1 equals sine of theta plus cosine of theta. Notice the right-hand side is sine of theta plus cosine of theta. Not even anything squared, not anything that can be made into a fraction. So because of that, the right-hand side is not going to do much for us. So instead, we should just focus on the left-hand side. Notice we have two fractions. And one of the guidelines is make one fraction. So we're going to work on the left-hand side, and hopefully after some simplifying, we'll get the right-hand side. But yeah, let's make a common denominator. Actually, I'm going to lead you somewhere else first. How about we turn everything into sine and cosine? If we were to do that, what's the first denominator? And what's the second denominator? Someone else. I'm going to amaze and surprise you. They are the same denominator. Because notice we have fractions in our fraction. So what would we multiply the first fraction by, top and bottom? Sine. And what would we multiply the second fraction by, top and bottom? Good. So sine theta times sine theta in the numerator would be what? What's that denominator? Careful. You have to multiply all three terms by sine. Sine minus cosine. Minus, someone else, what's the new numerator? Good. Over someone else, what's the new denominator? It's fun to make students say the proper terms. Well, look, they are the same denominator. So since they're the same denominators, what can we do with the numerators? Subtract them in this case. Now, what you should do for proper proof notation is keep everything on one side, if you're only working on one side. Since we are going to stick with method 1, where we only are working on one side, and I ran out of room, I'm going to have to go over to the other column over there. But technically, you should keep it all straight down. It makes the proof a lot easier to read. So this is a continuation of right here. Again, when you're doing your proofs, do not jump around. That's only if you are crisscross. So we'll have sine squared theta minus cosine squared theta over sine theta minus cosine theta. We're almost there. Any ideas? Factor. How does it factor? Oh, just beat it. Good job. And after we have factored, what cancels? Ooh. Sine theta minus cosine theta. And what are we left with? QED, or draw the little box. I like the little box. This proof is finished in Latin, or turducken, I think it is. That's a language, isn't it? Tasty, tasty language.